All right. Once again, welcome to Hibane AI Academy. My name is Kenny. I'm the co-founder and CTO for Hibane AI Consulting Limited. So we are an innovation uh, enterprise. We have locations in Lagos, Nigeria, and our head office is in Accra, Ghana. So you're welcome once again. So let's get right into it. Okay, so uh, we were using Johnson's project as a case study, so we are going to continue with that. So we're going to go to, as usual, we are using Lovable for our development. So we go to lovable.dev. I'm getting some feedback. I don't know who that is. Okay, I think that's Johnson. Okay, I'm going to select project. All right. So as usual, so we started creating our voice agents, and we are going to round that up in today's class. And we will go into some security measures, setting up our management dashboard. Right. At the end of the session today, we expect each participant to pick up a project that they are going to work on, and they will deliver those projects within 2 weeks. In the mix within that 2 weeks, I'll be having personal engagement with each student. We'll create a schedule that fits everybody's time. So in case you have questions and you need my contribution, I am able to provide that support. And if I'm not available, any member of our team, of course, will be available to guide you. All right. So this is a JabJ the JabJ app. It's a fitness and therapy app, right? So we created what we call a splash screen. A splash screen is a welcome screen. The first thing people see when they open your app, right? So we click get started. So this is what we have done so far. We have created some features and so on and so forth. So we created uh, we created a voice agent, or we started creating a voice agent during the last session. And we said that, okay, for example, people are using your platform. The reason we are having voice agents, either chat agents, sometimes you can have text agents where you communicate with them via text. And we also added the voice agent because, I mean, it's more personalized and people can have those kind of conversations. Now, why are you doing that? It's a solution that could just be all you're selling to your customers, right? Because people try to reach businesses via WhatsApp, via text message, via phone calls. No human being can work continually or sustainably for 24 hours. At some point, you're going to have to rest, or you're going to have to sleep, or be unavailable at some point. There can be emergencies, whatever the case may be. So, but with AI now, you're able to create your own customer service agent with AI that will work 24 hours and can be communicating with people, customers that want inquiries, that want to know about your products, that want to buy your product, or that want to subscribe to your services, right? Can communicate with them 24 hours, never going to sleep. Even if they try to communicate at 2 a.m., is getting a response. And they can be communicating with 50,000 customers at the same time, right? So that's why. All right. So now we said, okay, before your customers start using your voice agents, it's important that you get data, because data is money, data is value, data analytics. Data gives you something to show for whatever it is that you're doing, right? So if customers are just, let's say they are just communicating with your AI agent, you don't know what their name is, you don't have their email, you don't have any detail. So what's the essence of having those kind of setup for your businesses? So we agreed that, okay, we need to collect some basic data. At least let's have the customer's name and email. If you want, you can take it further to say, okay, what's their location or whatever the case may be, right? So I'm just going to put my name. My name is Kenny. And I'm going to put my email here. And I'm going to click on start chatting, right? So you see, it has a personality. Remember, before we created this, just for the purpose of recap, there were steps that we took. We said the number one is we are giving our AI agent a personality. A personality in the sense that it's not just a machine. So there is limit to what guides how those responses are. So just like a human being will have a name, will have a tribe or country where they are from, a human being would have maybe a specialty, whatever it is they do, what they specialize in. The same way, so this is a customer service agent. So you want the tone of conversation to be professional, to be engaging, and to be calm. So we created those personalities during our last session. So if you miss that session, it's on YouTube right now. So you can just search for Hibane at AI and you're able to see that happening. I'm going to, during the course of the class, I will share the link so people can go ahead and check that class. So you are going to be able to see how you create your agent, give it a personality and, give it a persona so it's able to provide the service that you want it to provide. All right. And so now let's say I want to ask a question. So I can say choose from a preset of questions that we've created. This was also covered during our last class. And those who are in attendance knows how to do that. And you can always refer to any of our previous sessions for you to see that. So let's say you want to know about the services provided by JabJ, for example. So what service? So these are preset, right? So he's able to provide that service for you. So you say, so we offer these services and so on and so forth. Now, again, people would say that AI is magic, AI is that, da 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 da. Now, from all the sessions that we have and different engagements that we have, you would know now that AI is not magic. It's not providing solution out of thin air. At the beginning, when we were talking about introduction to artificial intelligence, we said that the very basic core of artificial intelligence is the information that it has access to. And that information is split into three ways. The first source of information is the World Wide Web. Since the inception of internet, all the information that we have shared, bombarded on the internet, artificial intelligence is able to scrub that information and provide feedback. And feedback in the sense that AI is not just a machine, it's able to gather information, digest that information, and not just digest that information, is able to learn from that information and then provide you a response, right? The second way AI has, it appears to be to be a magician, is what you call knowledge base. Knowledge base is the sense that no matter how smart an AI model is, there are still limitations because the idea it has, even it has a PhD level of knowledge, to have access to and be able to provide you information. There are bespoke information about different things that AI will not be able to have without a knowledge base. So let me give you an example. At Hibane AI, for example, we provide services to corporate clients. And we have a process of ensuring that service is bespoke and solves practical solution. So if you ask AI now that, oh, how do I provide service to corporate clients in this field? It will give you a breakdown of how that can be done. But that is not going to be specific to what we do at Hibane AI because we've designed our own process. So now if a customer goes on our website and tries to communicate with our AI agent saying, oh, what is the process of booking a consultation with Hibane AI? Our AI agent is able to respond because we have given it a knowledge base, or what you call, we are giving it a training. It's called machine learning. We are giving it a training based on information that is specific to Hibane as a company, information that is specific to Hibane as a service provider, right? That is where knowledge base come in when you are creating your agents, either a voice agent or your text agent, right? So now this response that the JabJ assistance has provided, it has provided it based on best practice for fitness service providers that is on the internet, and it has merged it with the knowledge base that we have used to train that AI agent to be able to provide this response. So those are the two key aspects of uh, stages that we discussed when we were creating uh, our voice agent and our chat agent during the last session, right? So again, we have done this communication via text. We are going to do it again via voice. So I want to use the voice, so I need to allow. So I'm going to allow it and say, hello, do you provide no, I can stop it. So the response is speaking my response too fast. So I'll try again. If not, that's an error that we need to work on. Do you provide bootcamp services? So you see that. So that works well. Did we get the voice response? Guys, did we get the voice response? Hello? Did you get it? Johnson? Hello?
I can hear you, sir.
Did you get the voice response from the AI agent?
Hello, I can.
Did you get the voice response from the AI agent?
No, sir.
Johnson, I can't hear you. Hello? Oh, no. Johnson, Ali, are we together?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so before we go into creating our management dashboard, right? So we are going to do two things. Remember, we said there's something that when we are vibe coding or we are creating platforms with AI, we don't want to provide all your prompts at once. You do what you call a series of progressive prompts. Progressive prompts as in you have an idea of everything you're creating, then you're going to break it down into series of smaller instructions. So there are two things that we are going to do. Number one is that we want to create a dashboard to manage all the services that you have on JabJ. That's one. So I'm just going to type it. I'm not using it yet. Then I will explain what I'm doing. So I'm going to say one. create a create an admin dashboard, excuse me, to manage all services displayed on the front end, right? So that's one. So now, why are we doing this? So for example, now you have fitness training, you have fitness therapy, and you have group sessions, right? You also have boot camps and the rest. Okay, so let's load the services page. So we have fitness training, we have fitness therapy, we have fitness boot camp. Now let's say tomorrow, um, the owner of this business decides that I want to be able to do, let's say, music class, or we want to add yoga as part of our services. Every time you want to update something on the website, right? You don't have to always go to your code base to start writing codes or changing your code, right? So that's part of the advantage of having a functional management dashboard, or what you call the admin dashboard. So from the admin dashboard, we can have a model to manage services such that if you change a service from the admin dashboard or you edit it, whatever you do to that reflects in the front end. Or if you had a service under that model, it reflects in the front end. That way, you can grant access to members of your team or other people to be able to do different things. So let's say somebody that is in customer service, you can grant that person access to do certain things. Somebody that is in operations, you grant that person access to do certain things without necessarily, you know, granting them access to the code base of your app, right? Because that's proprietary. Now, so that's part of what we are creating on our dashboard. That's one. Number two, so we have a voice agent, but right now we don't have how to track what happens on conversations between customers and our AI agents. So we need to have that record, because the reason we are creating it is because we are not available as people 24 hours to respond to inquiries or questions or sales. But our AI agent can handle all those for us, right? So we need to be able to keep the record. That's one. Not just keep record. Whoever is managing the platform should be able to get notified of conversations that happen. That's two. Number three, let's say, for example, there is a conversation or a question that is asked by customer, and the AI agent is not able to provide the answer. The AI agent should be able to transfer that conversation to a human correspondent or a customer service person, maybe via WhatsApp or via email. So those kind of things is what we want to be able to do with the admin dashboard, right? And on the admin dashboard, so let's say, for example, now if you want to transfer a conversation to let's say for now we say it's going to the customer service agent, and let's say the customer service agent is Mr. Ali. Let's say now tomorrow, that means Ali's WhatsApp number and email address is going to be configured into the setup. So every time a customer chats and the AI agent is not able to respond, Ali get notified via WhatsApp or via email, right? That's it. So let's say tomorrow, Ali no longer works for Jazz G and is working elsewhere. That means we need to, and that phone number, let's say, for example, is not a company number, maybe some number, and let's say you even lose access to that number. Then tomorrow we need that conversation to go to another number or to go to another email. Do we then have to come back to our code base to that, start making, changes or edits and stuff? No, that's another function of why you need an admin dashboard. So on the admin dashboard, we are going to have a module whereby we can update whose number gets notified and whose email gets notified, right? So the second thing we are going to do is create a module in the admin dashboard to keep record of all conversations with the AI assistant. Now, in the model, add a, before that, let's say also for conversations.
He's going to.
Is there a question? Ali, do you have a question? Okay.
No,
All right. Okay, so wait, so also for conversations that the AI assistant can provide answers for, transfer the conversation to a configured email address. In the module, add a section to impute the email that will receive such notification. Right? So that's full stop. Then 3, creates an edge function. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. In the AI assistant that notifies or sends transcripts of all conversations to an admin email when the conversation ends, and to the customer email as well. Right. So for now, this is what we're going to do. So for the purpose of learning, I'm going to do what, I'm going to explain what I always do. So usually I will not send this prompt just like this for implementation, right? So the first thing I will do is I'll copy this prompt and I'll go to any of my Gen AI. So for today, let's use Gemini. We have used the ChatGPT a lot. So I'm going to switch. So I'm going to go to one of my Gen AI and refine that prompt. Now, why I'm refining it is I'm doing two things. I want you to break it down into a series of or chunks of development stages. And I also want you to add, other features that I will need in my admin dashboard, right? I'm not, so I don't write a long list of prompts. Remember, AI is a tool for us to support. So let's make it fast. So I'm going to say, as, again, remember our prompt engineering class. Always give your prompts and assign a role to your AI agent that you're using. So as if full stack developer, refine the following prompts for a fitness and wellness app I am creating or I'm developing. Break it down into series of development stages and add other features that will be necessary in the admin dashboard. So I'm going to paste the prompts and hit send. Right? So while that is loading, are we together?
Yes, sir.
So while that is loading, I want us to quickly take a moment. All right. So like I said, I mean, we could write all the prompts for what we want to do ourselves, but there is no better prompt writer than AI. You just provide context and it will get it done for you. So this is the prompt that we have provided, and let's compare it with the result it gave us, right? So stage one, you can see core infrastructure and service management. Now, you see on the dashboard is adding CRUD. CRUD means create, read, update, and delete. What that means is whoever the admin is able to do admin level functions. We didn't put this in our prompt, right? But you see what our AI is doing is able to even prompt us, okay, let's do this, let's do that, right? So now I just wanted us to see the response or the feedback that the kind of prompts that the AI is able to give us as against what we created. Now, at the beginning, you said, I was just saying, okay, admin should be able to do this, admin should be able to do that. I didn't add anything about authentication. Authentication in the sense that not everybody should be able to access the admin platform. Are we together? Not everybody should be able to access the admin platform, but it's able to tell us that now that we need authentication. And there is something we call role-based access control. The short form is RBAC, role-based access control. What it means is you can have 20 people or 100, a million people accessing the same platform, but what each person is going to see will be different. For example, you have a platform that's, let's say you have an e-commerce platform. Let's use any of the e-commerce platforms. Maybe you are buying clothes, you're buying shoes or whatever you're buying on the platform. If you register as a user, you have what you call a user dashboard. Most times on your user dashboard, you have your profile, you have, if you are paying with your card, there is somewhere for you to put your card. You can see the orders that you have made because you register as a user or as a buyer. But if somebody else registered on that platform as a seller, what they are going to be seeing is going to be different. The dashboard is going to be different. What they are going to be seeing is going to be different because it's a different level of access based on roles. Your role means what you are using the platform for. If an admin signs up to that platform, what they are going to see is going to be different. If a seller signs up to that platform, what they are going to see is going to be different. If a buyer signs up to that platform, what they are going to see is going to be different. So that's a summary of RBAC, role-based access control. I did not mention it in my initial prompt, but because I have told the AI agent I'm using that, okay, refine this prompt and add additional things that I need to have a functional admin dashboard. And it has gone ahead to do that for us. So it has broken into different stages. It has done stage one, created stage one. Then stage two, it has created it based on what we have, conversation history, escalation. Fallback logic is if it's not able to, give a response, it's going to refer it to a human agent, just like we said. So remember, I mentioned something about edge functions. So when you're, as much as we are, what do you call it? We are creating things, we are creating solutions, we are creating platform leveraging AI tools. It doesn't mean we should leave out vital technical details that we need to understand. Now, when you are talking about edge functions is what automates every process that you have on your platform. For example, if a user signs in or tries to create an account and they get an email saying, welcome to so, or you have registered on this platform, confirm your email address or something. That email, excuse me, that email that they get is triggered by what you call is a function, and that function is called an edge function, right? That's what triggers automation in whatever it is that you are creating. Now, your head, you ask that, okay, I'm coding, I'm developing with AI. Why do I need to learn what edge function does? Remember, we have said at the beginning of the academy when we're doing prompt engineering, and that's why prompt engineering is one of the most vital aspects of, you know, a vital aspect of skills that you can have when you're leveraging on AI. Because whatever it is that you are doing with AI, right? Prompting is very important, especially with Gen AI, generative AI. Prompting is very important. How you communicate with your AI, the level of detail that you provide determines the level of or the quality of response and solution that you're able to get out of your AI platform. So if you're prompting and you just say, create a sign-in page, but you didn't know that there is an edge function that should be able to say that, okay, when people sign in, they should not just sign in with a fake email address, because remember, people are not signing onto your platform just because they want to use it. Fine, they want to use it, but you as the owner of that platform, you need access to data. And data is money, data is power. And the only way you can be able to have access to data, like their email address, and to be sure it's valid, is that they get an email notification in that email and they're able to confirm that their email is correct. If not, people will use fake email address and just register. And that data is of no use to you because it's not a valid email address. Right? Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right, fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Aniatu, how are you? Or she's just joining.
Good afternoon, boss. Please, I'm very fine.
Are you in the office?
No, please, I'm in the house. I'm in my hostel.
Oh, all right, that's fine. All right. So the same thing for our transcripts. So when people chat with the AI agent, we want that record to be able to transfer to email and be stored in our database. It has created that. So we'll not just wait. So it has broken different, uh, different solutions that we can add to our admin dashboard, right? So we are just going to, so instead of just bombarding the AI with that one full prompt, that's why we said, okay, we'll break it down so we can create the solutions in stages, test them that it is working. Are we together? So I'm going to copy the first prompt, copy, go to my platform. So I'm going to delete this and paste it, right? Remember, we said for better results, we will not just send our prompt, but we'll create a plan with it. Now, before, this plan used to be charts, but now it's plan because the platform is also being updated from time to time. So we're going to click plan, then I'm going to send. So it's going to create a plan to implement what we are trying to say. Now, just for education purpose, right? So I want us to have a conversation. Why do you think it is important? Because remember, what we are doing now, before, you'd employ the services of a software developer who will create your UI, write your code, create your wireframes, you approve it, and they start working on it, right? So they put a whole lot of things into it to make sure it works the way it's supposed to work. But participants in the academy, we are not everybody has that technical base, but we are learning and we are creating fantastic stuff. And my question is, why is it important that if you're creating a platform that has access to user data, why is it important to control access or to have authentication? So who wants to give it a shot? Who wants to give it a shot?
Mr. Kenny, please the question again.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
And please the question.
Okay, so I said if you're creating a solution or a platform, an app, a website that handles user data, handles user data in the sense that for people to use your platform for some reason, they need to provide some personal data, maybe their name, their email address, phone number, address, whatever the case may be, right? Why is it important to have authentication for people to access that website? Authentication is that not everybody should just be able to log in without creating an account. And why should that access be controlled? In the sense that if somebody registers on the platform and provides their email, provides their name, provides their phone number, those details goes somewhere. It is stored in a database. Why should we control access to that? Hello?
Hello. So, Mr. Kenny, one is for security purpose
Okay.
because you are storing those people's identity, their access, their need on your database. So it's not anybody that can have access to that database. And database is also a resource to a company. And itself as a let's say if someone wants to have your database, they can even pay money to have it. So if anybody can access your database, then there is no worth of you having a database that stores information of people who log maybe onto your platform. So firstly, it's for security purpose.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So you've said exactly the same thing I will have said, right? Exactly the same thing I said. For safety, because when people log on to your platform or they visit your app or whatever solution you create, they are doing so by entrusting their information to you. That information they shared is just between you and them, right? It's just between you and them. It's not for, how do I put it? It's not for public consumption. So there are private data protection regulations and things that each country and different regions have, right? So even if you want to use that data, the user has to agree to it. So now, if you are signing into a page, so let me give you, let's do an example. Um, so let's say I'm going to open an encoding domain. Confirm what you can see on your screen. Okay. Are we together?
Yes, please.
All right. So I have a new tab open. So let's say I want to, whatever, give me an app. Let's say, so let me go to, um, let's say, let me go to Google, for example. I don't want to use Gmail. So let me go to any platform. Let me go to, okay, Gmail is fine. Gmail. Or even let's use the Gemini that we are using. Come here and say add new accounts, right? So let me put an email. Let's say the email is this. Let's go to next. Let me go back. Use another account. Aha. Now, on this side of the screen, you can see the notification. You want to make sure blah, 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 blah. It's you trying to sign in, right? If you click this learn more now, for example, it will tell you all the details that's why they are using your information to log in. You will see why Google will be able to see your name, it will be able to see your password, all those kind of things. But nobody reads all this information. Many people do not read it. Now, there is a reason why this login did just not go in directly, right? Because if you proceed, it means you are accepting Google's terms and conditions. So tomorrow, they cannot come back and say, oh, it's not you. Because again, they even added another level of security just to be sure you are the one providing your personal information. They will say, okay, click I'm not a robot, right? There are different means of verifying this, right? Because it's believed that a robot will not be able to navigate from screen, identify where to click, where to view, due to, technical restrictions. Now, so back to what we are saying. If I'm providing my information to you as a user, I'm doing that based on trust, that I'm trusting your platform, that you keep my information private to me. It's not being shared or sold to third parties, right? Your platform, of course, can use my information for marketing in the sense that since they have my email, they can send me email communications, they can send me marketing and service offerings and those kind of things. So it's between me and the platform owners. It's not a public thing. So like buttressing what Ania said, it's for security. Secondly, that data is a proprietary information for you as a business. If somebody has access to your company data based on users on your platform, it's like they've stolen money from you. So when you hear that a platform was hacked, say for example, and it's not a bank, where you say, okay, it is being hacked because somebody wants to get access to people's money or something. Platform that is not a financial platform. Why do hackers still attack such platform? Because that platform has valuable data. The only thing they are after hacking such a or trying to hack such a platform is because they want to have access to the data. All right. So it is very important that whatever it is we are creating, as much as we are using AI, we have to put measures in place to ensure that user data is safe with our platform. Okay. So now we have a plan to implement the first stage of our admin dashboard. So before we approve it, I will open it so that we can see and verify. So it's okay. We have the database. It's going to add the service section, edit form, and so on and so forth. So I'm fine with it. So we are going to approve, and it's going to implement it for us. While that is going on, remember, we said that for every page or for every new page that you create on Lovable, you can view what is on each page by clicking the drop down that you have here. It's going to show you everything that you have created based on that, based on, on the instructions that you have given. So now we are creating the service page on the admin dashboard. So I want us to see the service page. Currently, this is what the service page looks like, right? Before why the agent is creating the solution that we discussed, Another very vital reason why you'd need to have an admin dashboard when you're creating your app or your website is it gives you control as the owner of the platform, right? To make changes without spending additional money. Additional money in the sense that, remember, whatever it is that we are creating with all the AI platforms is based off on tokens or what you call credits. And credits is money. Is money in the sense that you pay premium to have access to it, right? For example, this session that we are having now, we are using credits, and the company is paying quite a high premium for us to be able to dish out this training, for free. I mean, it's our own impact to the society, and we are trying to upskill, the youths for them to be able to make impact, which is a very vital part of our uh, value as a company. So if you, for example, now, if you come here, you're going to see I have 304 credit left. Now it's 301 because it has implemented something for me. So it's taken out of that credit I have. So this credit, for example, I'll give you an example. The value of this credit I have is over 100 USD, right? So for every time I want to do something on my platform and I have to come here and prompt, that means I'm spending credit. But if I use that same credit and create an admin dashboard where I can edit something on my platform, I won't be spending credits. For example, now, if I want to add a service to this service page, that means I will come here and say, add XYZ service, right? It will cost me credits or it will cost me token. But now that I have created an admin dashboard that has service, all I need to do is go to that admin dashboard. Are we together? Go to that admin dashboard and then add the service there. It's not going to cost me any token. It's not going to cost me anything. I just need to know where to go to add it, and it will reflect here. So that's a vital reason. Another reason why it is important for us to have that admin management dashboard. So whatever solution you're creating, as you're creating it, have it at the back of your mind that you're creating it as a one-off. There are certain aspects of it that if you know that will require updates, will require refining, require changing things, add those things as a module on your admin dashboard so you can always change it. For example, let's say your platform has a news page or has a blog page where you upload articles or share news with people that are using your platform. You don't have to always come to your AI agent to say, okay, upload this article to the news page. It will do that. It's going to cost you token. But if you have that function as a mode in your admin dashboard, you just go there, create the article, upload it, and it shows on the front end, and you are not paying a dime for it. So have that at the back of your mind, because part of what I want us to learn using, during the academy, and this being the end of the first cohort, is the business side of things, right? If you're using the platform and you're providing a service to a client, you charge them a fee, they pay, you are paying for tools, but you have to maximize the use of those tools. Else, what you have charged your customer, you might end up using the entirety of it to buy tools and you're not even making a profit, right? Now, another thing I want to point out. So let's say you create a platform for a customer or for a client and they require updates. So part of what you can do is to, what do you call it? It's called after sales support. So if I create this platform for you, as part of the add-on service, you have after sales support free for 2 months. So if anything happens on the platform, I will make all the corrections free for 2 months. I'm just using an example, whatever the case may be, for the duration of your after sales. So the third month, the customer needs to make a correction to their platform. Without some modules in your admin dashboard where you can use, or they themselves can use to do that, that means from the money you have been paid for that support, you have to buy tokens for you to make those implementation. So it is very important that we take note of that. So we have created the services page of the admin dashboard. So we are going to go there and click on it. But this is not going to work now. And I would like somebody to just give it a go why we are not able to log into the admin dashboard directly. Anybody who wants to give it a try? Johnson. Johnson, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with us.
Okay. So we've created the admin dashboard. We've already explained this, but I want to be sure we are following. Why were we not able to log in directly onto the admin dashboard?
Okay, are you talking about us or you? Because if it's you, I believe you'll be able to, okay, you'll be able to log in, but for us, the
Even
students,
me,
will
I
not be
can,
able to log in because we don't.
even me, I can't log in. You didn't see what just happened? Okay, so let me go back.
Okay.
So this is the admin. You can see admin services, right? That's the module we just created.
Yeah.
And I clicked it. See that it didn't take me to the admin dashboard. It brought me to a page to sign in. Why did you think that happened?
I think as a creator, you're supposed to create a password and
Sorry, I
a
didn't get
user
you.
preference. I think
I'm
I
supposed to
think
create what?
as the creator, the person that created it, you're supposed to have a password and a username it will remember whenever you want to log in.
So you're correct. So because we have not created an admin login. Remember when I was explaining reback at the earlier stage of the class, we said reback is role-based control access, right? Now, even if I'm the one that created this platform, right? If I don't have an admin right to access the database or to access that function, I won't be able to access it. And this is part of what you as a, remember when we are saying, okay, we are creating stores with AI, whoever it is, our customers that we are creating for, they need to be able to understand that whatever solution we are creating for them, there is safety at the back of it. I don't want to create, if I'm creating a platform for a customer, right? The customer should not have fear that, okay, because I'm the one that created it, I will, from the back end, I'll be accessing their data, have access to information. I mean, I created it, but it's not my product. It is their product. If that is their aim, except I'm selling it as a service. I created it and I'm selling it to them as a service. But if I create a bespoke solution for a customer, right, and they've paid for that service, it's their property. Except they now say, okay, this is the admin account. Have access to it because we want you to do so, 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 and so that. So even if I'm the one that created it, I can't access the admin dashboard because I've not created an admin login and nobody has given me an admin login, right? So now that we have created an admin, what's it called? An admin login, there are two things that we need to do. First, we need to create a user account because even if you're an admin, you have to be a user first. So I can't just create an admin without being a user of the platform. So first, I need to sign up to this platform as a user. Then I can then create a request to make that user account an admin. Are we following? Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. Fahad, how are you? Okay, so first, let's sign up.
I'm doing fine.
Okay, good to hear from you. Okay, I think Johnson, did we create an account with my email the last time? Let me try and sign it. Let's see if we created an account. Oh, I think we created an account. So I'm going to sign in. Okay. So I'm signing as a user. Okay, now, please let's follow. I want us to follow diligently so we can understand what I'm trying to do. So there are two things that we need to do. Now you have a user on your platform who has no admin rights. Now, as the owner of that platform, you need access to be able to create or add users and make them admin. It's a function that it's like best practice for whatever platform that you create. It's very important. Always have it at the back of your mind. It's a function that you must have. You must have a function for user management. It will show all the users that you have. You can delete a user. You can add a user. You can edit an existing user. I will come again. That's what CRUD is. CRUD is create, read, update, delete. You have to be able to create a user, add a user, delete a user, and edit. Update is the edit part. Edit the details of a user as an admin, right? Because it will happen, let's say there is the forgot password function for authentication. Let's say you don't remember your password, you do forget password, and they send you an email, a notification to the email that is registered. But something happens, you don't have access to that email, right? The admin on the other end should be able to override that process and be able to get you access to that, right? While some platforms will have different level of authentication, they will have email, they will have phone number, they will have WhatsApp, they will have text message, as the case may be. So let's follow. So the first thing we are going to do is so for now, my email is the only user that we have signed up. So we can always, any other person can sign up because it's a live platform, right? So I'm going to say, make the user and to have admin role. Now, I don't remember if we have created a role for users of this platform, but just in case, I'll say if we have not created roles, create the following roles. So who are the people? Johnson, this was your idea. So unmute and tell me. So who are the people that will usually use your platform? The first one is admin, that I know.
Yes.
The first one is a customer or a user. So I will say user.
User.
The other one will be, let's say, a customer service person that will manage information of customers. You need to send them marketing, email, and the rest and the rest. So I will say customer service agent. Okay. Which other person do you think in your business would be a user of the platform?
Front desk.
So your front desk is usually your customer service agent. So that's fine. So let's remove customer service and put front desk agent. Okay. What else? So for the purpose of time, let's just work with these rows for now. Now again, I will use this to explain what reback does. It's a role-based access. What it means is if a user signs this as an admin, they're able to see all the function of the admin dashboard and the backend. If a user signs in as a user, they're only going to be able to see their own profile, information that relates to them, and they're able to carry out functions like book fitness training, book therapy session, book camp, those kind of stuff. If a front desk person signs in, they'll be able to view maybe customer details, their booking details, so that they can follow up and communicate. Let's say in the future you decide to add an accounting feature to this platform. If you have an accountant, that means the person needs to be able to view all the payments that has been made, who is owing, all the money that has been made within a period of time, all the money that is outstanding within a period of time. Are we together? All right.
Yes.
So there is something missing that I need to add here, and is the fact that then had the necessary role-based access, right? So I'm not going to just send this again. I always like to use the plan option, so I would see what the AI is going to create and also prevent it from hallucinating. Remember, hallucination talks about when you give instruction to your Gen AI, and it either provides you with a response that is totally wrong, or a response that is totally out of context, or it goes ahead to do what you have not even asked it to do. For example, now we are working on user control, user access, right? It can hallucinate and go to the front end and edit or just change the color of our home page, which we have not asked it to do, right? So the plan options makes us to be able to guide what the implementation is going to be. So it's coming up with the plan. So we are going to open the plan and we are going to approve or, reject it or update it as the case may be, right? So let's go back to it. So I'm going to open the plan. We'll review it and let's say, okay, so the first, they said the user so already has a client role. We need to add new front desk role, admin role, and so on and so forth. So it's going to we need to create a database for the other roles that we don't have. That's what it's explaining there. Updates so that each person can. So now you can see app role, clients, trainer, admin, front desk. So we are fine. Then we are going to approve. Now, after doing this, if I then go back to the sign on page and use the email that I've created before, which didn't work to access the admin database, now it is going to be able to access the database because we have been able to, create that admin access. I don't know if there's any questions so far before we continue. Any question? All right, fantastic. All right, so before we continue, we'll take all right, I'll take it there are no questions. Mr. Anwar, over to you, sir.
Thank you. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
thank you. All right, thank you very much. Boss, you really done a wonderful work. This is what you have done. I think if we are to pay you, we can't pay you because this is a very big privilege for our participants to be able to get this training almost free of charge. And this is the first in Africa. I believe the experience, what they have gotten, it will go a long way in their career. So we're looking forward the second thought. Thank you very much for your wonderful job and your time.
Thank you, Mr. Anwar. Thank you. All right, guys.
Thank
So,
you, Mr. Anu. Thank you
okay.
very much, Mr. Kenny.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Anirat.
much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's the screenshots we took, let's share it on the platform. Let's drop comments for today's session. And if you can drop on your social media as well,